Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Asian report for the 1st of April. And I'd like to start with CBA here. And with CBA, we've been looking at the whole move up through here, part of the Christmas run here, as being a corrective move to the upside. And we're looking to short this market, but we're just waiting for the right setup. We can see that the market's moved down, and we're looking for five waves down here. And I think we've just got one more, little more. As I spoke last time, I'm figuring we have one more up and then one more down. So that one more up there, really, to me, is actually drifting sideways here. Yes, it can go up a bit further, but I think there's one more little move to here. I'm not that sort of fussed about it, actually. So I'll be interested once you know, even if that is the low here, we'd want to see a 50-60% retracement level for wave 2. So really we're hunting wave 2 here. So if I just have a look on the hourly chart for this, have a quick look. So I can see we got wave 1 here, and I think this is 1 and 2, all of 3rd, 4th and 5th here for the 3rd. This is the 4th wave here, and got one more for the 5th wave here. But either way, it doesn't really matter, because you know, even this can pull back. This also can pull back to the 4th wave of 1 lesser degree, and then come down here, and then have the A, B and C here. So this A, B and C is what we're looking for. And even if this was the low here, then we'd still want to see the market higher up here into the 2nd level of supply up here, the 50-60% retracement level. So we want that rally before we can short this, short the banks from this point onwards. The other flip side to all this, of course, is BHP and Rio. So let's have a look at those guys. In fact, we'll start with iron ore, actually, because resources go one way and banks go the other. So for this market, the iron ore market here, we'd been waiting for this wave C here. So we're looking at this as an A wave here, a B wave here and a C wave here. So we should see this move on quite nicely and make a new high here now, up into the above the 650 area here for this market. But obviously this wave 4 here will be in line with the other markets we've been looking at. So here's Rio here, so we're looking for it to pull back to 90, and now we're looking for 5 waves up here. So in this case we can look at this as 1 and 2 in here, and the 3rd wave still unfolding in here, and there'll be a 4th wave and a 5th wave coming into this space here, then a corrective move here. And this will be the same for BHP as well here. So still needs to push up higher into the $40 area here. So basically resources up and banks still trending to the downside. Just got to watch out for their pullbacks and so forth. So onto the ASX200 here. Yeah, so it's just still got higher to rise. So we were looking at this particular move through here as a corrective move here, and yeah, then moving up into wave 5 here. So it is moving up. It held support here nicely, and now it's moving to the upside here. There's a couple of different ways I can count this here, by the way, this move here. I'm not quite sure which is which just yet, but the other version of this was this structure here, where we have wave 1 here and 2 here and 3 here and 4 here. Still works pretty much out the same for everything, but yeah, just keeping those 2 counts there. But just going to the 4-hour chart, then the 1-hour chart. So in terms of moving to the upside here, we're looking at this with 5 waves moving up through here, and then we'll look for a pullback within this particular space here. This is a pretty good bullish pattern. If this was going to be a bearish pattern, let's just say the market was going to fall out of bed and move much lower, if that's your opinion, then wave 1 would be here, and this would be an A wave to here, B wave to here, and a C wave to here. So when this top comes in here, then that will be quite critical at being being breached again from this point, because if this was going to fail, then it would fail after the fifth wave got into this place here, and then fall down from that point there. I just thought I'd mention that. So but otherwise we can look at it like this, and also being lifted by slight little wave fours in the banks, and also the resource sector from things like iron ore and also copper as well. So yes, just getting back to this. So 100, 200 and 300, these are the levels. We consider 6200 important because 6200 here is also, number 62 is in geometry terms 61.8%, so we can expect time to be spent here. But what the market's doing now with this level here, this is the important one through here, it's basically done its vibration in all of this space here, and the 2 here is the balance line here. So the question you'd ask yourself is this: does this market have this number as support yet? Well, we can see that it's really climbing, trying to, but it's not. It hasn't traded above it very much and come back and tested it and then moved off from there. Is it? It's really kind of still struggling through it, like this sort of stuff here. So we may need to be a little bit careful, because we may get a little bit of a reflection of what's occurred in here with this. So you'll either need to leave your stop out of the way if you're long, or if you're looking to move in, then wait for a clear entry to move in. So on the hourly chart here, I was looking at it like this, with wave 1 here and ABC for wave 2 here, then 1 and 2 here, and then 3, 4 and 5 here for the third wave. The fourth wave being really simple here, but the fourth wave may get a bit more complicated. I mean, this was reasonably simple, but it was quite a lot of price action compared to wave 1 here. So we may just have it simple here, and then we'll be looking for 5 waves to the upside here, with this being wave 1 here and wave 2 here, and then going up for wave 3, 4 and 5 up into about 62.40 area, and then an ABC correction from that point there. So yeah, I thought we might have a clearer top here, but even on the tick chart here, I've got it slightly different on the tick chart. I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, this is this is where we had it before last time we spoke, but I'm just not sure about all this in here too much. So this here also too appears to be in 5 waves here. So an A wave here, a B wave up here, and then a C wave down here. So in a nutshell, if you're long in this market, you really need to keep the stop out from this point here. And if you're looking to go long, then you can go long pretty much. This is a smaller group one in here. So on this level here, the 62.10 as a nice support there. But otherwise we can expect to hold it back here further. So if that was wave 1 to the upside here, then it would look like this here, with wave 1 here, wave 2 here, and wave 3 moving up here, and 4 and so on to wave 5 there. Let's have a look at India. So with India, yeah, a little bit of a tricky one here. I know that we can count this down as an ABC pattern here, but it still doesn't let me off the hook, because I know that wave 4's can get complicated. So looking at this here as an A wave here, a B wave up here, and a C wave here is certainly on the cards as well. The B wave would be in 3 waves, so an A wave, a B wave and a C wave. So we wouldn't really expect this market to go any higher. So the long trade here would be, if the 11,650 here became the support, then that would be the long trade to the upside here to go higher. Yeah, so we need the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, then the A, the B and the C here, and then if it's breached like that, then you move into the long side there. So we just got to be a bit careful here. I mean, I was aware of this situation, and that's why we haven't really gone in to the long side here. So we just need this to play out a little bit further from here. All right, I'll just need to leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.